Hi, I'm Derek B., editor of the Tribune, back here with you for a special Thanksgiving edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily feature where we tell you a little bit about what's going to be in the next day's newspaper. It's Wednesday night, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the things you can expect to read in the Thanksgiving edition of the Tribune that's going to be published tomorrow morning on the 28th. In our lead story, Eric Stoff and I got a chance to talk to some local education officials before they took off for the weekend about how much kindergarten funding they receive. Kindergarten, as many of you already know, especially those of you who have had young kids, is not actually required in Indiana. A lot of places only have half-day programs. Here in Miami County, all of our schools have full-day programs that do not charge tuition, but that means that they are currently eating half of the cost for all of their kindergarten students. There's been some temporary funding set aside last year and for the next 2 years by the General Assembly to fill in that gap, but our local officials, including Stan Hall over at Peru Schools and Doug Arnold at Mechanical, would really like to see them commit to funding kindergarten on the same level that they do all other grades, because it's something that they feel is really incredibly important for high-performing students. There's actually a weird quirk in the financing here, where Peru gets a relatively small amount per student from the state for just their general enrollment, and they get more than that from the kindergarten grant. So right now, they're getting more money per kindergarten student than they do for other students. Hall said he expects that amount to be adjusted, so it actually would impact them if the grant funding model were to continue. Obviously, we hope that the state will step up and really throw their full weight behind getting our kids educated, and maybe in the next General Assembly even looking at pre-kindergarten funding. In our display story, more education, Eric Stoff actually did an update for us on Mechaniqua's one-to-one program. They're now in their second year of offering a laptop to every student. They started that last fall, and they're still doing new things. They actually had their first e-learning day on Tuesday, where students stayed home and did some interdisciplinary projects that helped them combine subjects, some science, some math, some English, especially focusing on science, technology, engineering, and math, the STEM curriculum, which is really important for folks who are going into vocations. Eric got the chance to sit in with 4 boys who worked at their own pace. They actually stayed up almost all night, just kind of palling around and having fun with the project. Obviously, there's some kinks to work out yet. Principal Craig Jernigan said that there were some issues with getting in touch with the teachers because they planned to take part of the days of work session. But it sounded like everything went pretty well over there. That's their first of 4 e-learning days this year. And we hope that they continue to have some success with that, because it's a really exciting model for the way that education could work in the future. I got the chance to talk to Debbie Wallach from the United Way and Jim Price over at the Grissom Air Museum about a couple of fundraising drives they're doing this holiday season that are ramping up. The United Way's campaign is now at 91% of its $180,000 goal, and Grissom is actually starting a new holiday campaign where they're trying to raise $10,000. They're up to only $2,900. We hope folks will dig deep and really find it in their hearts to help those causes, because they do a lot of great things for this community. Finally, we have a story from Nick Van Heest over in Wabash about Neil McCoy, a country singer who's coming to the Honeywell Center this Sunday. McCoy told him they're going to play a little Christmas, a little Zeppelin, a little Sinatra, and that he's really a big fan of Blake Shelton, who's big now. So hopefully some folks will be able to get over to Wabash and enjoy his music. Finally, in the sports section, Nick Roby had a preview for us of the North Miami basketball season. They're tipping off Wednesday night against Lewis Cass. They went 1-20 last year in their first year under Clay Bolser, so we hope the Warriors will be able to continue to turn that program around and have more success this year. I will be out tomorrow on Thanksgiving. I'll be back in the land of Lincoln with family, so Chad Abshire will be with you, but I will be back on Friday. Until then, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. Have a great Thanksgiving.